If someone had said back in 2013 that Tesla would be able to cut its battery costs by more than 85% in just over a decade, many people probably would have laughed. Back then, each kilowatt-hour cost more than $800, making electric cars a luxury for the select few. Today, the reality is completely different. We're talking about around $110, with a bold goal of reaching just $97 by 2026. This figure isn't just low, it's even lower than that of the famous LFP batteries, known precisely for their competitive price. And the magic doesn't stop there. Every year, energy density increases by about 3%, range increases, and recharge time, once a source of complaint, is now approaching the impressive 5.9 minutes. And there's also the promise of a lifespan that could reach nearly 30 years, something that completely changes the logic of battery maintenance and replacement. The most curious thing is how this evolution happened almost without fanfare. While many manufacturers were betting on radical changes or announcing futuristic technologies that seemed straight out of science fiction films, Tesla followed a more down-to-earth but extremely effective path. These were small improvements year after year that together created a giant leap. It's as if, instead of trying to take a single leap to cross a river, they had built a solid bridge, step by step. The result is that today's Tesla batteries not only deliver more, but also cost much less, placing the company in a strategic position few competitors can match. And when it comes to cost, it's not just the final price for the consumer that matters, but also the impact this has on mass production. The cheaper the kilowatt-hour becomes, the more affordable it becomes to install larger batteries in cars, which means more range without increasing the vehicle's price. This is a detail that many people underestimate, but for those who follow the market, it's a game changer. Imagine a popular electric car with a range of 600 or 700 kilometers costing the same as a combustion-powered car. This is the direction Tesla's numbers point, and it changes everything. Another interesting thing is that this drop in costs didn't come at the expense of performance. On the contrary, today's batteries not only store more energy, but are also more efficient at delivering that energy. This translates into faster acceleration, more precise responses, and even greater thermal stability, reducing the risk of overheating. For technology enthusiasts, it's like seeing a computer processor get cheaper and faster with each new generation. This combination of low cost and high performance is rare, and when it appears, it redefines entire markets. This advancement also has a direct impact on consumer perception. Previously, many people would look at an electric car and think, "It's nice, but what if the battery dies? I'll have to sell a kidney to replace it." Now, with a lifespan approaching 3 decades, this concern has practically disappeared. We're talking about batteries that can last longer than the car itself, meaning that, even after years of use, the vehicle retains its value and usefulness. For fleets, taxi companies, and app-based ride-hailing, this is a very strong argument, as it drastically reduces the total cost of operation. Furthermore, there's a factor few people talk about, but which makes all the difference: predictability. With a well-established annual improvement rate, Tesla can plan launches and market strategies based on concrete data, not just promises. This provides security for investors and confidence for consumers, who know that if the product is good today, it will be even better tomorrow, and possibly cheaper. It's almost like signing a silent contract with the future. As the industry races to announce the battery of the future, Tesla appears to be following an almost counterintuitive path, avoiding the mad dash for solid-state batteries, at least not yet. While companies like BYD, Toyota, and Huawei invest billions in this technology, Elon Musk and his team continue to refine already established chemistries, such as LFP, NMC, and the more recent LMFP. At first glance, this may seem conservative, but in practice, it's a strategic move. Instead of placing all its bets on a bet that still faces significant production and cost challenges, Tesla is steadily advancing, already at scale. and confident that it can deliver results now, not just in 5 years. This approach is reminiscent of a seasoned player who, instead of getting carried away by the excitement at the table, calmly observes, studying the cards before making the decisive move. While competitors promise 200% jumps in energy density or recharges in just minutes, often without showing working prototypes, Tesla is working on gradual but guaranteed improvements. And the most impressive thing is that these improvements are already happening on the streets, in the cars people drive every day, without needing to wait for the next decade. Another point is that this strategy preserves something essential: the cost advantage. Mass-producing a new technology is extremely expensive, and until it reaches industrial maturity, the final price can be prohibitive. By focusing on established chemistries and established supply chains, Tesla can sell vehicles with more efficient batteries without breaking the consumer's budget. This is especially relevant in emerging markets, where price is a decisive factor and can determine the success or failure of a model. Of course, this doesn't mean Tesla is sitting idly by when it comes to solid-state batteries. Internal teams are researching this technology, but without the pressure of being the first to launch. The priority is to avoid the risks of being a pioneer without being prepared to scale. After all, there's no point in having an incredible prototype if it can't be produced for hundreds of thousands of cars per year. Tesla has seen this story repeated in the automotive industry and doesn't seem willing to fall into the same trap. This choice also connects to a detail few people realize. Current chemistries still have room to evolve. The use of cathodes with higher nickel content, silicon-enriched anodes, and optimizations in cell and pack design can steadily increase energy density. It's like squeezing more juice from a fruit that many already thought was dry. And, at the rate improvements are happening, perhaps this fruit still has much to offer before being replaced. Another benefit of this philosophy is production stability. Mature technologies allow factories to operate with fewer surprises, fewer recalls, and less waste. This means faster assembly lines and more predictable costs, something that helps Tesla plan and maintain margins even during periods of market volatility. And for those who closely follow the industry, this predictability can be even more valuable than sudden innovation. If there's one thing few people expected, it's that a revolution could happen not by changing parts, but by changing lines of code. Tesla proved that performance and charging speed depend not only on what's inside the battery, but also on how that battery is managed. Without changing a single cell, some models doubled or even quadrupled charging power, going from limits of 250 kilometers to 500, 600, and in more extreme cases, reaching 1,000 kilometers. All of this thanks to software tweaks, cooling system optimizations, and more intelligent management of the current flowing into and out of the cells. It's almost counterintuitive to think that a car could become significantly faster to charge simply with an update sent over the internet, but that's exactly what's happening. The secret lies in allowing batteries to operate closer to their actual limits, but in a controlled manner, avoiding degradation or overheating. It's like teaching an athlete to run at their maximum without getting injured. It requires technique, constant analysis, and quick responses to any sign of wear. And the impact goes far beyond charging. Software improvements have increased energy efficiency during driving, extended range, and even optimized battery life. In some cases, subtle adjustments to thermal management have allowed cars to better withstand extreme temperatures, both in severe cold and intense heat. This means that the same hardware delivered years ago can now offer much higher performance, something few competitors can offer without physically replacing components. This philosophy of improving what already exists turns every Tesla into a living platform, always ready to evolve. For the owner, it feels like the car never completely ages, because with each update, it gains a new lease of life. For the company, it's a way to build customer loyalty without the enormous costs of recalls or part replacements. And let's face it, not just any brand can create anticipation and even anxiety around a simple system update. Interestingly, this advancement also dispels a long-standing argument against electric vehicles, the fear that the technology will quickly get old. If performance and efficiency can improve over time, the vehicle remains competitive for many years. This helps preserve resale value and attracts consumers who were previously hesitant to invest in an electric car. After all, no one likes buying something that's already outdated upon the first market update. Another point is that this approach reduces development costs. Instead of launching a new generation of batteries every 2 years, Tesla extends the life cycle of existing technologies, keeping them competitive through software intelligence. This practice allows capital to be invested more strategically, whether in expanding factories, developing new models, or exploring other technological areas. The boldest turning point in this trajectory came when Tesla unveiled the famous 4680 cell at Battery Day 2020. At the time, Elon Musk made no bones about his promises, and today we can already understand the weight of that revelation. The new cell is not only larger than the traditional 2170, it represents a structural leap forward in battery construction. Every detail was designed to reduce costs, increase performance, and simplify production, achieving a reduction of up to 56% in the cost per kW. And we're not just talking theory. Much of these gains have already begun to materialize on the production lines. Part of this savings comes from something seemingly simple: size. Larger cells mean fewer enclosures, fewer internal connections, and less wasted space. This adjustment alone guarantees about a 14% cost reduction. But Tesla went further, adopting faster and more efficient manufacturing processes, adding silicon to the anode to increase storage capacity, and redesigning the cathode to maximize material use. Even the assembly method of the pack was rethought, integrating the cells directly into the vehicle's structure. This structural integration eliminates the need for heavy boxes and supports, reducing weight and increasing the car's rigidity. The result? Lighter, safer vehicles with better dynamic performance. It's as if the car's heart, the battery, becomes part of the skeleton, better distributing forces and optimizing every inch of space. For drivers, this translates into greater range and improved drivability without increasing overall size or weight. Another benefit of 4680s is their ability to handle higher currents. With lower internal resistance, these cells support faster recharges and deliver more stable power, even under heavy acceleration. This means that, in practice, a Tesla with 4680s can charge faster and maintain consistent performance, crucial for those who want to use the car both daily and on longer trips. It's worth remembering that this performance leap isn't happening in isolation. Production of the 4680s is already underway at factories like Giga Austin and Giga Berlin, and Tesla itself manufactures some of these cells in-house. At the same time, suppliers like KATL and LG are also developing versions tailored to the company's needs, creating a diverse and robust supply ecosystem. This strategy reduces risk and ensures Tesla has sufficient volume to meet growing demand. Looking back, the progress is almost staggering. The 2012 Model S delivered about 260 miles of range with its first-generation batteries. Today, a top-of-the-line Tesla can reach over 410 miles without the car becoming heavier or larger. This difference comes largely from advances like those in the 4680, which increase energy density and improve efficiency without sacrificing safety or durability. This is where the project that's putting the entire market on alert comes in: the long-awaited Tesla Model 2. Unlike previous launches, which were often accompanied by grand presentations and global announcements, this model is being developed almost silently, as if it were a hidden ace up its sleeve for the right moment. It's expected to hit the market later this year with a starting price of just $15,990, a price that, for a Tesla, borders on the unbelievable. And this isn't a bare or limited edition car. The idea is to deliver a fully functional vehicle with the brand's DNA, but more compact and optimized for mass production. The Model 2 will be smaller than the Model Y, but will follow the same design philosophy. This choice isn't just aesthetic, it's strategic. The crossover has become the most popular format in the world, and launching a subcompact version means reaching an audience that wants the versatility of an SUV, but with a more accessible size and price. The platform will be built to take full advantage of LMFP technology, a battery chemistry that's cheaper than traditional LFP but offers similar performance, combined with structural packages and the already proven giga casting process to cut costs and speed up production. Tesla's goal is bold: to produce up to 10,000 Model 2s per week. To achieve this, the company will use the same approach it used for the Model Y, with large aluminum parts molded in a single batch, reducing the number of components and simplifying assembly. This technique, combined with structural batteries, not only reduces weight and costs, but also increases the car's rigidity and safety. And as if that weren't enough, initial manufacturing will be in Giga, Texas, with plans to expand to China and possibly Europe. One of the most fascinating things is that, despite being an entry-level car, the Model 2 is expected to inherit much of Tesla's self-driving technology. This means that, in the future, it could not only learn from its owner's driving style, but even drive itself to pick them up, something that seemed like science fiction just a few years ago. For those who view the car as a long-term investment, this is a huge draw. Another detail is that the Model 2's design, while smaller and simpler, won't be cheap in the visual sense. Tesla knows that appearance is part of its appeal and intends to maintain clean lines, balanced proportions, and that trademark futuristic feel. The difference is that materials and finishes will be chosen to balance cost and durability, ensuring the car has style without compromising the final price. This key component goes by the name of Optimus, the humanoid robot that Elon Musk has been promising to transform into a true industrial revolution. Until recently, talk of humanoid robots working in factories seemed like something out of a movie. But Tesla already has hundreds of Optimus units performing basic tasks on the Giga Texas and Giga Shanghai production lines. And the goal for the coming years is even more ambitious, reaching a production of 500,000 to 1 million robots per year by 2026. For the Model 2, this means a radical change in manufacturing costs and speed. Imagine an assembly line where robots work side by side with humans, performing repetitive tasks with surgical precision, without fatigue or pauses. This is the scenario Tesla is building. Optimus can tighten screws, inspect components, apply finishes, and even identify defects with cameras and sensors faster than the human eye. Each of these robots costs less than $10,000 to produce, and the return in labor savings could be enormous when applied on a large scale. The gain isn't just in cost savings, but also in consistency and quality. Robots don't make mistakes due to distraction or fatigue, and they can perform the same task thousands of times with the same level of precision. This means less waste, less rework, and more stable production. In the case of the Model 2, which needs to roll off the line at a very low cost to maintain a competitive final price, every detail in reducing waste makes a difference. Another aspect Tesla is exploring is the possibility of programming Optimus vehicles for different functions depending on demand. During peak periods, they can reinforce critical stages of car assembly. During periods of lower production, they can be deployed to other areas, such as battery manufacturing or even equipment maintenance. This flexibility is something traditional factories cannot achieve with exclusively human teams. It's worth remembering that, in Musk's speech,